In a land where the red earth meets endless savanna, in a village hidden beyond the tall grasses of Nigeria, there was once a child who did not cry at birth. He listened, and the moon listened back. Io was born on a night when the sky was wide and silver. The moon hung low, round and watchful. The midwives expected wailing. Instead, the newborn opened his eyes and stared upward. Outside the hut, the wind circled once. Then it stopped. The village elder whispered, "This child is marked." His mother, Aduni, held him close. "He is only a boy," she said. But the moonlight resting on his face said otherwise. By the age of 3, Io spoke in riddles. He would say things like, "Tomorrow the goats will refuse the northern field," and the next day a snake would be found there. He warned fishermen of broken nets before they tore. He told farmers when not to plant, even when the sky looked generous. Some villagers were grateful. Others were afraid. "He walks with spirits," they whispered. Only his grandmother believed differently. "He walks with wisdom," she would reply. The village chief, Chief Olabanji, was a proud man. For years the people came to him for answers. Now they went to a child. One evening under the iroko tree, the chief confronted Io. "How do you know these things?" Io looked at the sky. "The moon tells me what the darkness hides." The villagers gasped. The chief's pride burned hotter than the cooking fires. "No child speaks for the heavens," he declared. But the heavens were already listening. One year the rains did not come. The river shrank. The crops withered. The drums of celebration became drums of worry. Chief Olabanji ordered sacrifices. Goats were offered. Prayers were shouted into the sky. Still, no rain. Finally, the villagers turned to Io. The boy walked alone to the hilltop that night. He stood beneath the moon, and he spoke. Io returned at dawn. "The rain is not lost," he said. "It is trapped." The villagers murmured. "Upstream," Io continued, "a fallen baobab blocks the river's heart. The water cannot flow. The clouds cannot gather." The chief refused to believe him. But hunger makes even the proud bend. A group followed Io into the forest, and there, miles away, lay a massive fallen tree, damming the river completely. Silence fell. The child had spoken truth. For days the villagers worked. They cut wood, they cleared stones, they freed the river. And when the final branch was moved, thunder cracked across the sky. Rain poured like drums of celebration. The land drank deeply. The people rejoiced. But the chief did not. That night, Chief Olabanji visited the village diviner. "What is this child?" he demanded. The diviner threw cowries upon the mat. After a long silence, she whispered, "He is not dangerous, but your fear is." Still, the chief's heart had hardened. "If the boy speaks to the moon," he said, "then let the moon take him." The chief declared a test. If Io truly hears the heavens, he will spend one night alone in the sacred grove. If he returns unharmed, we will believe him. The sacred grove was feared. No one entered after sunset. But Io did not tremble. He walked into the forest as the sun bled into dusk. Owls called. Leaves rustled. Shadows moved like living things. He sat beneath an ancient tree and waited. Through the night, whispers surrounded him. "You are only a child," they hissed. "You will fail." But Io closed his eyes. "I am not here to prove myself," he said softly. "I am here to listen." The moonlight grew brighter. The forest quieted. Even fear stepped back. By morning, Io walked back into the village unharmed. The chief stood frozen. "How?" he demanded. Io smiled gently. "I do not control the moon. I do not command the wind. I only listen when others are too loud." The villagers understood then. His gift was not magic. It was attention. Soon after, Chief Olabanji fell ill. Not from curses, not from spirits, but from the weight of pride. Io visited him quietly. "The moon says pride blocks the heart like a fallen tree blocks a river." The chief wept, and in humility he healed. Years passed. Io grew into a wise elder. He did not rule. He did not boast. He taught children to sit in silence at dusk, to feel the soil, to watch the wind, to respect the unseen rhythms of life. And whenever the moon rose full and bright over the village, the people would say, "Listen." For somewhere, someone is still hearing what the world is trying to say.